Ezekiel chapter 21 speaks about how God has drawn his sword against Israel, meaning he's about to send judgment to Israel for their sin, for their idolatry, child sacrifice, pagan worship, all that good stuff. And he calls upon Ezekiel to prophesy this message to the Israelites. It says here in verse 3, "Behold, I am against you and will draw my sword from its sheath and will cut off from you both righteous and wicked, because I will cut off from you both righteous and wicked. Therefore my sword shall be drawn from its sheath against all flesh from south to north, and all flesh shall know that I am the Lord." And then here's the scary part. It says, "I have drawn my sword from its sheath, it shall not be sheathed again." So he's saying his judgment will be unrelenting. God also tells Ezekiel to tell the Israelites this message: a sword is sharpened and also polished, sharpened for slaughter, polished to flash like lightning. It continues on to talk about the king of Babylon, King Nebuchadnezzar, who is depicted as standing at a crossroad. And the king is using divination or sorcery to determine whether to attack Jerusalem or to attack the Ammonites. And God is pushing him towards Jerusalem. In God's message that he speaks through Ezekiel, Ezekiel warns the Israelites that the leaders of Jerusalem will be punished and their crowns will be removed. It also says that there will be upheaval until God places the righteous ruler among them. We see that the Ammonites will also be judged, even though they think they're safe, but they're really not. So chapter 21 speaks a lot on the judgment that is coming, but chapter 22 of Ezekiel speaks more on the specific sins that Israel committed. So it speaks a lot on innocent bloodshed, it speaks on idolatry, and it also speaks on dishonesty. And God commands Ezekiel to confront Jerusalem, the citizens of Jerusalem, about all of these sins. Some others that are included in these sins are mistreating foreigners, exploiting the vulnerable population, so taking advantage of orphans and widows. They profaned the Sabbath days. There was also a lot of sexual immorality during this time. And even now, we know that. The people of Jerusalem are compared to worthless metal that will be gathered into the furnace of wrath. After that, it makes sure that we know that the false prophets are included in the judgment. But not just false prophets, but also priests who violate the law and take advantage of their power, as well as the princes who abuse their power.